So timestamp. Let's see. All right. So for timestamp, for time periods, okay? Timestamp like timestamp period client panels provides the period time. This includes a fixed frequency time interval based on datetime 64. The associated index structure is period index. Okay? So period type function. This includes the fixed frequency interval. Okay? This is time delta. For time delta is the duration. Pandas provides the time delta type. Time delta is more efficient replacement for Python's native, okay? Native time delta type. Right? It is based on time delta 64. This is okay. So I mean, so these are just details. Right? As long as you know that these are there, right? So I mean, so you don't have to worry too much about this, right? Okay. So the most fundamental of these datetime are the timestamp, as we saw. And timestamp is the data used in it, frequently used in it, fundamental data type, timestamp. Of course, datetime index, because we need to create these datetime index objects, like we saw in the previous example. Okay. Okay. While these objects can be invoked directly, okay, it is common to use pd.to datetime function. This can parse a variety of formats. Okay. So rather, yes, we can do say timestamp. Let's see the instantiate when you're a timestamp, right? So timestamp object like and we can directly instantiate when you got a second check, right? But that is still one that rather pd.to datetime. Your function use got you'll say yes, it gives you timestamp object, you'll say return key garcha. Timestamp object return garcha. It can parse any type of date. And just give it a string of date in any imaginable format, right? And then most of the time, right, it gives you the, it correctly parses, right? It correctly parse it creates the appropriate datetime object, rather timestamp object, right? Timestamp object, right? Okay, so so that is the beauty, right? That is the beauty of using pd.to datetime. So you always go for pd.to datetime, right? The ones we projects or company, of course, right? Try to use of course, right? Please use to datetime, right? Rather than uh, instantiating timestamp object, right? So let's see. So let me show you. I'll just copy this. I'm gonna copy this also, and then I'll show you what this means. Okay, what's happening here, right there. Let's copy here. Yes, no, this also. So see what's happening. See, so your datetime is correct. So this means that so I'm looking at it. pd.to datetime. And you got it. I'm looking at you as a list. And we just give it a list. List of what? List of, we're giving a list of dates, right? With different formats. Understand? You're saying core Python could datetime format with you. Right? Cool. Right? String was 15th of July 2020. Right? Orco 2018 June 5. Right? 08/06 2007, 2014 3/4. See? So these are varied. These are different. The formats are different. Look at this. Right? So it without fail, without making a mistake, it correctly parses these dates. So you 2016 2/28. Yeah, perfect answer. 15th of July 2020. Yes, 2020. 7th July. 15th day. Excellent. Right? 2018 June 5. June money 6. 5 money day. Yes. Right? August 6, 2017. See? August 6, 2017. Right? 2014 March 4th. 2014 March 4th. Right? See? Perfect. Right? So this is the beauty of using, or this is the convenience of using to date time, right? Okay, all right. So you बुझ्नु भयो to date time किन use गर्ने भने बुझ्नु भयो? किन हामीले why should we use to date time rather than directly invoking or directly instantiating the timestamp object?
कुनै पनि फर्मेटलाई पार्स गर्न सक्ने भयो.
Exactly. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Okay, so see, any datetime index can be converted to period index, right? But like datetime index and the period index with two period, function with addition of the frequency code, and frequency code here, and with like period index, right? So let's see, period index could be, right? So if we have dates dot two period index, right? Two period, okay. Two period and we can give the frequency. Frequency is the day, right? And the D frequency now. So yes, frequency DI. It's a period index object I. So dates, which is datetime index the or period index, right? So it's a 62, 28. So these are day, right? Day period, right? Okay, all right. So likewise, a time delta index is created. For example, when one date is subtracted from the other, right? Delta is the how much time and how much, right? Say, right? As the पर्सीको बिचमा कति दिन जस्तै 2 दिन, right? Like that, right? So त्यसले चाहिँ हामीलाई time delta index दिन्छ. So we can do see dates minus dates, right? That's one. See? So if we do dates, oops, I should have dates. Okay, so rather, the timestamp here. There are okay. So yeah, I should have done that. So let me go back and do this. My dates. Your dates. This is my dates, which is a datetime index. And maybe I can do dates minus dates about this. Let's see. So does this make sense to you? Yes. So dates minus dates 0. And dates let's say vectorize operation here vectorize operation and this first part after got it, right? Dates 0 you 0 days, right? Yo got it. Let me see 1599 days difference, right? In the future. In the future, because it's minus past, right? So 2018 626 820 days in the future, right? Say yeah, it is 2014 3 4. 2016 228 देखि 726 दिन अगाडि रहेछ, right? So how convenient is that? So and then notice here that you get this in time delta index object, right? Your object, right? Okay, so Dixon, is it making sense so far? Dixon. All right, so irregular sequences, right? In order to make the creation of regular date sequences more convenient, Pandas provides a few functions, right? So the pd.date range, period range, the time delta range, right? So it's very convenient, it's really convenient. It's just like a range, it's like range turns to start endpoint, an optional step size. Likewise, pd.date range, accepts the start date, end date, and an optional frequency, right? It's this, right? So pd.date range, okay, so and then say 2021 5 rather 17 2 this is the start. This is the start about this same thing here 2021 okay 5 20 okay. Let's just try this. We call it so what is the syntax comma okay of course raise what the comma means say a million yes so 17 देखि 21 सम्म यसको d trains मा so frequency dates d frequency okay so and then it gives you each day starting from this to this each day including this हरेक दिन दिइरहेछ 17 18 19 20 21 okay so for example if you have say February 25 okay say March 3rd okay this guy see 2021 February 25 26 27 28 28 पछि अनि March 1st आयो है किनभने February 28 सम्म मात्रै छ है अनि March 1st 2nd and 3rd right so it gives you each day right each day starting from this to this right how about this okay how about this let's try this step how about 2 hey let's try this right 2 गर्दाखेरि के आयो 225 2 3 3 but it's okay it's the दुईवटा मात्रै दियो है स्टेपमा दिनुपर्ने होइन how about this let's just experiment है so यसले चाहिँ कतिवटा कतिवटा है त्यो चाहिँ दिने रहेछ है यसले 3वटा भनेपछि यसको इक्वल स्पेस्ड हुन्छ 25 yeah equal spaced right so 4 गर्ने 4वटा डेट दिन्छ which are equally spaced right all right so very good likewise you can do date range okay here it's equal to 7 very good ed dot date range right and you give the starting date and then 2021 05 and then periods is equal to 7 14 15 16 17 18 19 यो त 0 भइहाल्यो 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 so periods equal 7 it gives you this starting from that day to 7 days forward हरेक दिन दिन्छ so likewise yeah we can change the frequency as well right so frequency so very cool thing here yeah it's a cool thing this case yeah you can change the frequency the frequency equal to let's try some see days how about month right let's try this okay. month frequency गर्दाखेरि 7 है यसमा 5 अनि next month is 6 है किनभने यसमा 31 नभएको यहाँ 31 छ त यहाँ 31 पछि जुन 31 हुँदैन है जुन 30 सम्म हुने कुरा जुन 30 यो 30 मात्रै दियो है so it takes your calendar month जुन calendar is already encoded यसमा त्यसले गर्दाखेरि त्यहाँ गडबड हुने चान्सै छैन है right okay so plus the next month के 731 next month 831 930 किनभने September 30 है 1031 and 1130 because November 30 summers. Right? See? Right? Likewise, you can do hourly as well. Right? Say hourly. Hourly same day ma 12 बजे देखि start हुन्छ तपाईको midnight. This is midnight. Okay, same day, midnight 1 o'clock, midnight 12, midnight 12, midnight 1 o'clock, midnight 2 o'clock, midnight 3 o'clock, and so on. Right? So your frequency. So all this, or you can even do probably year, okay? Year frequency. See, 21, 22, 23, 24, so the year. You understand? Year. See, so there's so many, all of these cool manipulation, that you can do, right? Using, particularly pandas, timestamp object, or so building up convenience functions with date range, time, date range, period range, so all these, okay? So they make your life really easy, right? As a data scientist, right? Okay, so likewise, you can do, see, your month could happen, right? So you can do period, okay, you can do date range by, we can do period range, right? Period range. So we just did this one, right? So period range. Let's try this. PD dot period range. Okay. Here, yeah. Then 2021 5. Okay. And this is the monthly frequency period 7. And then frequency equal to monthly frequency minimum. See, okay. So it gives you that. Okay. So using period, it's not the full date like right? It's not the date range. We need to give full date. Right? Yes, the full date important because this is period, the period of months, right? So likewise, I can also do probably this one. How about this? 2021 frequency year. Right? It's a year. See, it's perfect. Right? Likewise, you can do just a period. It just gives you. It's just concerned with not a particular point in time, but rather given by it's your the time interval, the fixed time interval, right? Okay. That's what we're concerned with. Okay. All right. We can also create a sequence of duration increasing by an hour. See? Okay. Time delta. Okay. Time delta range. Okay. So let's try that one as well. vid dot time delta range. Right? Time delta range. I mean, this means, of course, you can start from 0. 0. Okay. 0 the heat. And then it's periods equal to this 10, and then fric is equal to hour different. DODs weekly body acid. The first hour, second hour, third hour, fourth hour, fifth hour, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 hour. So likewise, I think time delta range. Right? It has just to do with the time. Right? And you're using M manipulator, the period, right? So that also is more, right? About seconds. Seconds, yes. Right? So, yes. So seconds. So first, second, third, fourth, and so on. Right? Likewise. I see. How about nanosecond too? Then I don't know. Nanosecond. Nanosecond. Nano equal to 10 to the power minus 9. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 9 to the power minus 9. Okay. All right. So and likewise, right there. Okay. So we got that. So yeah, I'm going a little bit too fast, but so you're saying, it's all in the notes, and then there's nothing so complicated about it. It's just a matter of, how these functions work, basically. Right? Okay. So let's see, frequencies and offsets. The concept of frequency or date offset is fundamental to Pandas time series tools. Okay? Just as we saw that D, day, and hour codes this is close to specify any designs. The frequency spacing that I learned. So here's a dynamic. Just say freq is equal to data. This is this one D when you go calendar day. D when you go calendar day, and B when you go business day. Okay? D when is the B when you nearly Saturday, Sunday. So normally business non-business days are excluded. Right? So it's at the business, say weekly to weekly new value. It's a month end Germany, business month end. Quarter end, quarter month, business quarter end, year end, business year end, hours, business hours. Right? So this is so it is a business hours. These are ones, then it exclude anything that is not stable. Business days, business hours, normally it's the 5 p.m. side. It will not take into account. Okay? So we'll do this. We will use it in our example. Yeah, Google Go, maybe Microsoft Google Go. So Microsoft stock data. We'll look at that. Right? It's something clear. We'll actually use that. Right? All right. So resample, shifting, and windowing. So okay, what do you think? Takes already as a very concept. So should we proceed or just as it
Fine, sir.
Okay. All right. So
जस्तो मलाई लागेको सर हैन जस्तो भनौं न मैले एउटा आईओटी इन्भाइरोमेन्टबाट प्रत्येक सेकेन्डमा मैले डेटाहरु ल्याएर राख्नु पर्यो भने जस्तो मैले अहिलेसम्म बुझिरहेको मैले डेटाबेसमा राख्छु भन्ने बुझिरहेको थिएँ सर भनेपछि पाइथनको एरेमा मैले सिधै राख्न सक्छु कि सक्दैन सर
यस्तो हुन्छ डेटा छ नि त्यो त CSV फाइल something some kind of कुनै फर्मेटमा हुन्छ नि हैन अनि के हुन्छ प्यान्डेजले
प्रत्येक सेकेन्डमा एउटा भ्यालु आउँछ सर हैन त्यो भ्यालुलाई चाहिँ मैले टाइम सिरिजमा चाहिँ मैले राखे भने जस्तो अब इयरकै डेटा मैले एकैचोटी कम्प्युट गर्नु पर्यो भने एकदमै ह्युज हुन्छ होला
यस अफ कोर्स त्यो हरेक सेकेन्डमा अफ कोर्स हैन त्यो आई मिन त्यो खासै त्यस्तो मतलब या त्यो होल इयरको गर्दा चाहिँ इट्स गोना बी ह्युज डेटा हुन्छ अफ कोर्स हजुर सो त्यसमा अफ कोर्स सर क्वेसन चाहिँ मैले एक्ज्याक्टली के थियो एक्ज्याक्ट क्वेसन
जस्तो मैले भन्न खोजेको सर त्यस्तोमा डेटाबेसमा स्टोर गरिन्छ कि अब यस्तै भनौं न अब यो डेटा फ्रेम यो एरेहरुमा हामीले राखेर गर्ने त्यो एनालिसिसहरु गर्ने गर्छ कसरी गर्ने गर्छ भन्ने
ओके सो अफ कोर्स त्यो त कुनै पर्सिस्टेन्स त गर्ने हैन कि त रियल टाइम एनालिसिस हुनु पर्यो हैन रियल टाइम छ भने अफ कोर्स हैन तर मोस्टली उनीहरुले चाहिँ एउटा हैन त्यसमा हुन्छ आजकल मेमोरी चिप मेमोरी चिप फेरि त्यो टेक्सचुअल डेटा हो त्यो त्यस्तो हैन इट डजन्ट सो भन्नाले इट डजन्ट टेक मतलब अझै लिए अनि त्यसले हैन 1 वर्षको डेटा लिँदाखेरि 1 GB लेला हैन 1 GB भनेको त नथिङ नि आजकल हैन सो आई मिन इट्स त्यो स्टोरेजको हिसाबले यस तपाईको यो ऱ्याममा लोड गर्दाखेरि इट्स ह्युज डेटा है ऱ्याममा गर्दाखेरि इट्स त्यो चाहिँ हैन तर त्यो जुन पर्सिस्टेन्ट डेटा छ हैन स्टोरेज पार्ट छ नि त्यो चाहिँ इट्स डर्ट चिप इट्स almost like free हैन जस्तै Amazonको S3 bucket हैन so cheap and then you can store unlimited right unlimited कुनै लिमिटै छैन के त्यसमा you can store any amount right say S3 bucket होइन अमेजनको S3 bucket. So त्यो भनेपछि स्टोरेज इज नट अ इस्यु है त्यसमा इस्यु छँदै छैन कि स्टोरेज भने जस्तै 1 वर्षको डेटा हरेक सेकेन्ड लियो भने इट्स जस्ट स्मल टेक्स्ट त्यो क्यारेक्टर फ्यु क्यारेक्टर्स त भन्यो भनेपछि एकदमै बढीभन्दा बढी लियो भने त्यसले 1 GB अथवा समथिङ जिबिज लिएर होइन दिस नथिङ के पनि होइन तर हाम्रो कम्प्युटर हामीले बचाउनु पर्ने कहाँनिर हाम्रो मेमोरी भनेपछि ऱ्याममा हामी बचाउनु पर्ने है जब हामी त्यो डेटालाई हामीले लोड गर्छौँ नि है पिडी प्यान्डेजले त्यसलाई लोड गरेकोले चाहिँ कहाँ मेमोरीमा लोड गर्ने हो प्यान्डेजले जस्तै रिड सिएसपी अथवा रिड जुन चाहिँ फर्मेट छ उसले रिड गरिदिन्छ उसले डेटा फ्रेम बनाउँछ नि त्यो डेटा फ्रेम त कहाँ हुन्छ इट्स इन द मेमोरी इट्स इन ऱ्याम होइन सो त्यति बेला नाउ हामी त्यहाँनिर अझ सफर गर्नुपर्छ कि सो वी डोन्ट वान्ट टु लोड लाइक जिबिज अफ डेटा इन्टु ऱ्याम होइन सो त्यो स्टोरेज इज नट एन इस्यु बट जब हामी त्यसलाई लोड गरेर त्यसलाई कसरी इफिसियन्टली हामी चाहिँ त्यसको स्टोरेज जस्तै अघि हामी त्यो डेट टाइम अब्जेक्टको स्टोरेज कुरा आयो नि जस्तै जुन कोर पाइथनको डेट टाइम अब्जेक्ट्सहरू छ होइन स्टोरेजमा पनि त्यति इफिसियन्ट छैन स्टोरेज मिन्स त्यो ऱ्याममा कि ऱ्याममा कति कम्प्याक्टली राख्ने कि ताकि त्यसले एकदमै मिनिमम ऱ्याम लियोस् त्यति नै डेटा है तर यता चाहिँ जस्तै नम्पाईको डेट टाइम 64 अब्जेक्ट्सहरू भयो होइन अनि प्यान्डासको टाइम स्ट्याम्प अब्जेक्ट्स प्लस अरू पिरियड रेन्ज पिरियड अब्जेक्ट्सहरू डेल्टा यिनीहरू चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि दे आर सो हाइली अप्टिमाइज इन टर्म्स अफ स्पेस एज वेल है त्यसले गर्दाखेरि त्यसले ऱ्याममा पनि धेरै कम होइन त्यसले धेरै असर नगरोस् कि है सो द्याट्स रिजन वी प्रिफर स्पेसली pandas objects because highly optimized for time and space complexity both. Not just time complexity but space complexity as well. So, sorry, okay, did I answer your question? My solve the question more or less. Okay, so
हजुर सर मैले खास स्पेसिफिकली सोध्न खोजेको सर जस्तो त्यस्तो डेटाहरूलाई टाइम सिरिज त्यस्तो मेरो प्रत्येक सेकेन्डमा आउने डेटाहरूलाई मैले जस्तो माइस्क्युएल अथवा कुनै टाइम सिरिज डेटाबेसै होला त्यस्तो डेटाबेसमा स्टोर गरिन्छ कि जस्तै एउटा मैले फर्मेटिङ मिलाएर यस्तो एरियाहरूमै राख्दा ठिक हुन्छ भन्ने चाहिँ मेरो प्रश्न छ
ओके सो त्यसमा अब कसैले अब I mean, depending on the use case, अब full scale relational database नै चाहिन्छ भन्ने छैन यसमा त so यो अरू बिजनेस रिक्वायरमेन्ट जस्तो त्यो हाइली त्यो म्यानिपुलेसन हैन त्यो चाहिने होइन खासै हैन सो त्यसले गर्दाखेरि इट क्यान बी स्टोर्ड इन अ फ्ल्याट फाइल है त्यसले गर्दाखेरि we save on the space हैन तपाईँको फुल स्केल डेटाबेस रिलेसनल डेटाबेसमा त्यो ओभरहेड देयर इज अ लट अफ ओभरहेड टु इट हैन so it's just it depends on the application to applications micro and also requirements so I mean most of the time even a simple flat file works so if your flat file works why would you have that why would you want that overhead of a full-blown this complex database management group so there's overhead management resources computation cost and all these so most of आजकल जति पनि हुन्छ सबै क्लाउडमा हुन्छ क्लाउडमा त पैसा तिर्नु पर्यो नि त so भनेपछि I mean you always find that lowest common denominator lowest common so what is the least you don't go for overkill गर्ने होइन here's a question I mean people go for like overkill I just think एउटा सानो उसले भनौँ न चक्कुले भनेका बन्चरोले गर्न त भएन नि so I mean so it's always about finding that just the unexperienced people or experienced people I think for it so experienced people they always go for the right tool right amount of complexity right the level set now and inexperienced people they most probably they're using more highly complex tools techniques so for the same job machine learning So people use you धेरै complain आउँछ के जस्तै अब machine learning. You get into much machine learning, you'll see that, right? So baseline, it's a baseline. It's one of the best practices. So baseline, and then people don't do baseline. Baseline नगर्दाखेरि के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि त्यही कुरो सायद एकदमै simple model ले काम गर्थ्यो होला, and probably gives a very good result with simple model. But they're using, a hammer. So basically, so if you have a hammer, you see every problem as a nail, right? I know. So I mean, so finesse, I know, finesse to change, I know. So in terms of this original questions, right? It depends on application. It differs from application. There's no standard. And database, so relational data is put up, full learning is going to person in China, right? A flat file, okay, whatever works for that particular use case, right? So always go for the simplest, right? Simplest. Again, technologies. So. All right, so I think we have 7 or 8 minutes. So your 9 chapters, resampling, shipping, and windowing, right? So I would rather start next time. Look at the involved, right? Look at the involved. So I would rather start afresh, right? So as a right? So I will take it. It's I mean.